The Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists held its annual Doomsday Clock event this morning and declared that the world is no closer, but no farther, from nuclear annihilation.
It is still 2 minutes to midnight, remaining the closest to midnight that the clock has ever been set.
Actual scientists did most of the talking, but also present at the speaker's table was the Bulletin's new executive chair, Jerry Brown. Yes, that Jerry Brown. The legendary California governor, mayor, presidential candidate, and subject of a dead Kennedy's song. At age 80, Brown just ended his fourth stint as Governor Moonbeam and began a new one as Dr. Mushroom Cloud. It doesn't seem like people talk about this anymore. I mean, in the 1980s, you were making films about it, diving under desks, The Day After, remember that big film? I don't hear much talk
nobody's talking about it. The Congress, with some exceptions, is totally complacent. It looks like the Russians seem to be quite exuberant in their nuclear missile building program, and then you have the other countries of the world. I think we're in kind of a sleepwalking state.
We're 2 minutes to midnight. We're in a sort of 1913, 1914 area. I don't think many people would agree with you on that.
No.
And, so can you tell me why?
The people who know agree.
Yeah.
Of course they know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one man that needs to pull the trigger. That's Donald Trump on our side and Mr. Putin on the other side.
How would you grade the president on this issue so far? People have given him high marks for an exchange with North Korea.
I would say, number one, that his willingness to talk to the North Korean leader is really good. And his predecessors didn't do that. So I'd say that's a bit of a breakthrough. Unfortunately, there's been no substance as a consequence.
When you look out at the current sort of polarization that we see, the Democratic Party seems like all these candidates are running away from their previously sort of centrist positions, whether it's Kamala Harris or, Cory Booker or people like this. And the Republicans are, a populist, nativist, ethno-nationalist party now. What the hell's happened?
The inequality has grown, so that means people are experiencing very different life circumstances. And I believe that has fed the division, the discrepancy, the polarization. So there's a lot of that. And then with Trump being so unpredictable, that's not helped.
How would you define yourself ideologically?
I'm a planetary realist.
Explain a planetary realist.
Well, I'm a realist, so let's not be beguiled by illusions or naivete. On the other hand, we are linked in this community of people, 7.3, 7.4 billion, whether it's cyber or the international monetary system or weather or disease or climate change or habitat destruction or the threat of nuclear war. For the first time in human history, we're all linked together. So there is a planetary quality to our politics, or there should be.
Give me your assessment of what's going on here in Washington at the moment with the shutdown.
Well, what's the assessment? One thing, when I see that wall, I think of the Berlin Wall and being locked in. Trump sees it as locking out the immigrants. This is a humanitarian crisis that I would like to see some positive intervention, some outreach. No, we're just tighten it up, circle the wagons, America, the indispensable first. Well, that's not planetary realism. That's planetary insanity.
So it's a shutdown based on a false premise.
Yeah, if you're going to shut it down, let's shut it down over the insanity of the nuclear arms budget.
Why did you run for president 3 times? What was the desire to be president? If somebody asked me, that seems like the worst job in the world. 3 times you decided
That's why you're not running for president.
Well, precisely.
No,
Tell me why somebody like you wants to be president.
Because I wanted to be president.
Really? That's it?
I'm attracted to the position, yeah. Well, why did I run for governor?
Well,
I wanted to be governor.
On the state level, can't you affect change easier on a state level than being the president?
Well, if you're in the business of politics and you go up the chairs, as it were, the top one is president. Come down from there, the next one, governor of California, and then maybe mayor of Oakland.
Yeah, but you did mayor of Oakland in '98.
Well,
you did them slightly out of order.
I did, but it was good.
Yeah.
I think you should become a mayor after a governor.
Why?
because mayor gives a concrete encounter with all the more abstract rules and laws that you articulated and were responsible for as a governor. So governors deal not with crime on 12th Street, but with a criminal law. They deal with education, not the local high school. So there's a concreteness that illuminates the dilemmas, the paradoxes, and the difficulties, and the opportunities in ways that the distant state capitals don't afford.
I'm going to ask you a question that'll force you to roll your eyes.
What?
Give me a grade of your sort of political career. You've done a lot. I mean, you're attorney general, mayor, governor, right?
Look,
presidential runs. When you look back at it, if someone forces you to do that, how do you conceive of your political life?
I took my politics on a pass-fail basis, and I clearly passed.
Yeah. You didn't become president.
No, that was unfortunate.